there's two selves, two of us. The Course in Miracles, this is a Course in Miracles. Just a quick read, you know.
Quick read.
It's a real page turner. It's showing us there's two selves. The problem is we're really mainly aware of the one self. This self, the self that gets tired and miserable and has problems and gets sick. The self that we basically only are aware of, this human self, the body self, the human persona, right, is the lower self or the ego self or the limited self, because it's made up of limitation in every sense of the word, contrasted to our higher self, our true self, the spirit essence of us that has always existed. Before this body, before we came and we were born, we were still existed, yes? We were something. We're still that same something. We're still existing. And it's going to go on forever and forever. It's always a constant existence. So that is what the second us, the true self that we are, that we're rarely, if ever, connected to or aware of. And the sooner we stop associating ourselves as only this temporary body self and start remembering, oh my God, we're actually this existence, the spirit self, the sooner solutions come. In all solutions, whether it's finances, well, guess what? If you tap into your eternal spirit nature is fully abundant. We have everything. What we are as a soul, we have everything. We are everything. At a deeper level, right, we're connected, deeply interconnected to everything. Everything in the universe at the energy level. The energy level. And so in that sense, you kind of got to imagine for a second, whatever we're needing, it seems like it's over there somewhere or in the future, but that's an illusion. In an energy sense, there's no such thing as time. We got to stop falling for the trick of time and the trick of the illusion of separation, physical space. Only the lower self is aware of this physical separation. But again, the higher self already knows it's connected with everything. Whatever you're needing, calm down first of all. We got to get out of the stress mode. And then things just always work out with some relaxation and faith and asking it as given, right? I'm sure we all have experiences of that. So it's the recognition of the true self is the goal. The sooner we identify with only that spirit essence who is temporarily operating in this body, right, the sooner intuition, full access to intuition, the right ideas and creativity comes, the right inspiration comes. And so that second self, which is not the second self, it's the first self. It's the original. The original. That's what we are, the spirit, soul. So many names for it. That self has no limits of any kind. It's not bound by time. It's not bound by space. It's not bound by information or knowledge, because at that level, we have total awareness of everything. Like I listened to a lot of these near-death experiences, right? People died or had special, spontaneous spiritual experiences, and they left time and space, right? Their body dissolved, and they realized, oh my God, they expanded until their expansion, their identity stretches to the outsides of the universe. We encompass the universe. The Course definitely tells us that, and so we have full knowledge, full knowledge of anything. And then these people, they come back to their body, usually back in the hospital room, wherever they are, and then they kind of lost access to that all-knowingness. But they knew a second ago, but by nature of being bound in a limited, finite body with a brain and all of our usual associations, we're back to limits. From no limits to limits, the journey we're on. So it's only by, again, identifying as a human being, you're going to have problems because we're limited. So like we just did for 2 minutes, right? If you do this long enough, frequently enough, deep enough, we are tapping back into that, slowing the brain waves down. We're tapping back into that self with no limits. Clarity just arises, right? And that's the kind of journey we're on. So that's kind of cool to hear it in a summary nutshell. So well, let's do it. Why can't we just do it? Go. Right? No more limits. Go. And this is where the problem is. This is what we keep gathering week after week. It's like, oh, no, I'm still stuck. Still got problems. Still suffering. There's still sickness. Because we're so contracted, addicted to this little self. Why? So the sabotage mechanism, which is the ego part of our mind, the ego knows nothing of unlimited nature. The ego is all about its selfish little self, its autonomous, separate identity, not one, not connected, definitely separate. So already we're locked out of the infinite flow. And so our entire identity, everything we value in this lifetime, everything we take pride in, pride is a big one, that's all attached to the body identity, not the spirit that has all the solutions and answers, just the body. And the body definitely gets sick and tired, and so we still hang on to that, like, that's kind of messed up. And that we do have to recognize that throughout the course. It tries to awaken us to this, but we still are not even aware there's a problem. So how does it tell us there's a big problem when we're still convinced we're hanging on to our ways and our beliefs and our everything? And it says it's trying to lead us by not making us feel like it's coercing us. Or making us resentful that we have to do this stupid course and it's taken away stuff from us. It's like, no, that's not what it's doing. It's trying to release us from the bondage. We're hanging on to the prison cell. It's like, trust me, if you just taste this, if you just do it on your own, if you just have the experience, do these meditations, you'll feel better, you'll feel freer, or you feel healthier. It's like, no, I don't trust it. I'm me. I'm going to stay me. I know my beliefs. So that's the resistance. Our ego is like hanging on for this separate identity. So it summarizes as the ego versus the spirit. Or frequently the terminology it uses is the child of God or the son of God. We are all a son or the child of. So you can't visualize God, you can't describe God because it's formless, it's spirit, it's eternal, but that creator essence is also what we are, that we also can't describe because our true self also has no form or shape or limit. So for the theme for today is littleness versus magnitude. Littleness versus magnitude. That's the title of one of the chapters and the subheadings. We're on a journey we're really small, right? Small. In everybody's life, we have some form of littleness, some form of smallness. So if I'm tired, well, that's playing small, because if you knew your true self, there's no end to your energy. In a truly inspired state where we have all our shit cleared out and we're a clear channel, we have resolved all of our blockages, our ego beliefs, you have all the energy, you're inspired, and we kind of know people something like that, right? My first teacher ever in this life at 16, Sri Chinmoy, I learned that he doesn't sleep. He sleeps, 45 minutes or like 90 minutes a night. So he's already tapped into his infinite self. You don't need to do what the body does when you already know that you're a soul that has no limits. Yeah. But you have to hold and maintain your consciousness at that level all the time. Not just for 2 minutes of meditation, not just for 30 minutes in our deep meditation, but all the time living in that state, right? So from littleness to magnitude. anything we're needing. If we're in a panic because I can't make rent this month, you tense up, you tense up. Okay, well, the problem is stop tensing up, relax, trust, faith, and remember, and I love the father-son analogy. We talked about the prodigal son story where it's the rich father, wealthy father, who one of his sons went off into the world and with his inheritance, but he squandered it. But so I like to think, well, I can do anything I need to in this life if trusting always that the next thing will be supplied. It just always is, year after year after year. It's just proving in my life, oh, I need a new wardrobe. Well, suddenly, whole new wardrobe for a few bucks on a basically giveaway clearance. That just happened a couple months ago. It's like, that was way too easy. I didn't need hundreds of dollars. It's just like, there it is. My Father is very rich. My Father is so rich. Just having that understanding, it's like, I don't have to worry about anything. It's supplied. But not in terms of money rich, in terms of the actual thing I need, it's going to come. And it's in unexpected, synchronicities and offers that come up, prizes that I win. I won free vitamins yesterday. I mean, great, I don't have to buy stuff. They just come to you, right? But just connecting with that idea that our creator, our source, another way to put it, last week we talked about the quantum energy field we're all emanating out of. We are all products of this infinite quantum field. Anything we need is in the field. So relax, it's coming. The quantum field is very rich, and from that everything arises. From littleness to magnitude. Having just thought about that concept, the littleness, we all have our own, we play small, little. Oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not confident enough. You want me to go up and do that? No, I'm too small, I'm not confident, I'm not good enough. It's always back to, we play small. And then we try to do it, it's just like brakes, gas, you're not gonna go far. Stop playing small. Allow healing and anything that needs to happen. So if you relate to that, if anybody relates to that, share on that theme, on that topic.